What is up, guys? Hello, hello. It is me. I am back. How are we all doing? Hopefully good. And if not, I wish you all the best. We're finally back. It's been so long. Close to 3 weeks, in fact. Which is crazy to think about. Today I wanted to chat for a little bit. Talked about what I did in the last couple weeks and some other stuff that I have been thinking about recently. But we will get to that. Hello Kuro, hello Saren. Hope you're all doing well. My trip was good, thanks for asking. Good to be back. If you even remember who I am at this point. But yeah, it's been so long, I almost forgot how to do this, really. While I was setting everything up, I was like, what do I do again? How does this work? Which buttons do I press? You could never forget. Well, that's good to hear. But yeah, in case you don't know, I have been away for the past 3 weeks because I've been on holiday. And I've done a lot of things, seen a lot of things, and I wanted to share some experiences with you guys, of course. A lot can happen in 3 weeks, let's say. But yeah, my trip. I've been on a road trip with some friends of mine. And it was a big one. I can say that in total, we traveled about 6,000 kilometers. Or for you Americans out there, that's, I think it's about 4,000 miles. So yeah, that's a long way to go. But we didn't do it all in one day, of course. Otherwise we wouldn't be away for 3 weeks. I mean, 4,000 miles, what is that? Is that coast to coast? Is that more than coast to coast in the US? I don't even know. How big is the US? I think that's more than coast to coast. I think it's coast to coast. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Probably even a bit more, I'd say. We can look it all up in just a second. But unlike the US, we actually went through a lot of countries. We went through, I don't even know, I think, not including the country we started, I think it's 9 countries, maybe? Something like that. Of course, it wasn't my first road trip ever. I've done quite a few at this point. One of my favorite ways to travel because you get to see so many things. So many different things. Like traveling by plane, sure, it's cool. But it's just not quite the same, you know? It hits different. Did I get little souvenirs? Yes, I did. I did. Hello, Ayani. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Actually, one of the first souvenirs I got was a bottle of liquor. No, I'm not an alcoholic. I just like trying different things. And it's unique, you know, it's culture. It's what you're supposed to do. You always get little shot glasses. That's pretty cool too. That is pretty cool. Welcome back, thank you, thank you. And another thing I always get as a souvenir is like one of those fridge magnets from the place I went to. Just so that I can remember like where I've been. And at this point, I feel like my fridge is already, it's not getting full, but it's getting filled. Pretty happy about that, honestly. In fact, I keep a little list of all the countries that I've been to in my life. And I just, after this trip, crossed the 40 countries mark. Which, hey, I know it's not all the countries, but 40 is pretty good, I'm gonna say. Your mom likes getting those too? That made me feel old now. Just kidding, I'm just kidding. Of course. I mean, I know 40 sounds like a lot, but I do live in Europe, so that's kind of like makes it a little easier to travel to some countries. Because Europe has so many already. Let me show you guys a map of where I've been this trip. Alright, here we go. So, world map. There it is. Look at how cool it is. Anyway, some of you may know, I live in the Netherlands. I'm not going to reveal my exact location, but let's just say I live there. The road trip went from the Netherlands. Let me, I guess, measure distance. We went to Berlin, first day. Pretty cool city. We only had there maybe a couple hours, but it's okay. Then we went to the capital of Poland, called Warsaw. I don't know which I like better, honestly. Both pretty cool cities. From Poland we went to Vilnius. Can I measure to here? There we go. So we went there. Lithuania. First time I've ever been there. Then we went to Latvia. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Honestly, these Baltic countries, I guess they're similar, but they definitely have their own vibe. Then we went to Estonia. Been a while since you had a geography class. Cool. Maybe you'll learn something. Then we took a boat to Helsinki in Finland, which is only like 2 hours, so like it's fine. I don't like boats really. I get seasick quite easily, but this is a very big cruise, so it's like it's all right. You like Finland? Have you been there? Then we drove through Finland for a bit, like around this place, and then we ended up in Turku. I have a friend there. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Pretty cool place. Now, then, from this place, we went all the way to Stockholm by boat through all these little islands, navigating them. It's actually insane how many islands there are over here. Like, look at that. It's crazy. But anyway, we took a boat. And this was like a night boat, so we had like a hotel room on the boat, which was pretty insane, honestly. I've never slept on a boat before, and I hope I never will again. Although it was a very cool experience, I think I'm good on that. It's definitely something. You were so scared? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't necessarily that scared, but it was just not very nice, you know, like constantly moving, constantly like wobbling about a little bit, vibrations and everything. I mean, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't necessarily a good experience. Then, from Stockholm, stayed there for a bit. We went to Oslo, capital of Norway. That's right. Whoever got that right. Anyway, Norway, beautiful place. Absolutely stunning. Insane mountains and everything. We went all the way through Norway, I think somewhere around here. And we ended up in Bergen. You've been there before? It is nice. You are correct. It's a lovely place. Then we went through this country again to end up over here, and we took another boat to here, which of course is Denmark. And then we went through Denmark, back down like around here, and then we went back to the Netherlands. Roughly like this. And that may not look like that much, but this is an insane distance, trust me. It's a long way to drive. It's a very long way to drive. In fact, let me clear the measurements. Let's say you go from New York to LA. How far is that? 2,793 miles. And we went, yeah, it must have been about 4,000 miles. So it's like coast to coast and then halfway back. Like it's a trip. I'm sure it's not the most anyone's ever done, but it's pretty far. But it was a lot of fun. If I had to pick a favorite country on the way, I'd say it's probably was Norway. It's just so beautiful, but not like culturally wise, it's just like nature wise. Culturally speaking, I don't know, I think I really liked both Estonia and Latvia. Really cool cities. Really cool places. A lot of history. We even went to the KGB museum, which is like the Russian CIA kind of thing. Which is interesting to see the way they used to interrogate people, let's say. Imagine having to do that on horseback. Yeah, I don't think people did that really. I mean, maybe some, but in general, people didn't. I don't think they traveled 4,000 miles on a horse. Like maybe it would like go from one town to another, which would be like 20 miles. I guess some people would, like maybe like the Vikings when they went on their raids. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that was my holiday for this year. Maybe caravans and traders, yeah. Maybe so. But even then, would they go that far? I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't know. But yeah, without cars or planes or anything. Time to plan for the next holiday. Yeah. I mean, there's always the next thing to do, right? You know, honestly, the thing that's highest on my list right now is Japan. I've never been to Japan. I want to go to Japan. Very obvious reasons. I think it's just the coolest place. At this point, I've seen most of Europe. There's a couple countries I've not been to, but like most of them I've been at this point. Mongol messengers used to travel pretty huge distances on horseback. That's true. That is true. I guess they did went all over the place. But then again, they were like nomads, right? Like, well, maybe not nomads, but they traveled. Not just your average Joe, you know? Korea also has a fun nightlife. I bet that's true. I've never been to South Korea. Or North Korea. But I'm assuming we're talking about South. Yeah. I mean, the world's a cool place. There's so many cool places to check out still. I want to go, like, proper Africa too one day. Just go exploring, meeting people. I've been to the US too a couple times. I've been to New York, been to like California, Arizona. I've never been to South America though. And I've never been to Australia. Could be a cool place. Yeah, I mean, these types of trips always give the coolest stories, coolest experiences. I think much more usually than when you just, you know, go to a place like, I don't know, the Bahamas and just relax for a week. I mean, that's nice, but it's not like, you don't experience anything, you know? Like, I can tell you, like, one night during this trip, we were going to a hotel. It was like in the middle of a city. And we were gonna be there pretty late at like, I think like 10 p.m. And I notified the hotel about that. Like, I told them like, hey, we're gonna be there at 10 p.m. Is that okay? Can we check in? Yes, that wasn't a problem. Okay. So we arrived. Reception closed. Door closed. Nobody around. Absolutely nobody there. There was a keypad to open the door, but nobody gave us a code. There was nothing. So we just stood there for a bit. There was a phone number on the door, but that wasn't actually working outside of office hours, very conveniently. So I think we stood there for like probably like 20 or 30 minutes. And then we, somebody actually came out the hotel, like just a guest was like going for a smoke. So he came out and the door opened, so we just ran inside. But then we were inside. We weren't, of course, in our hotel room yet. At least we were warm, but still. So we were in there, and then I think there was like another guy that slept there, another guest. And he saw us like panicking. So he said like, hey, do you not have access to your rooms? What's going on? So we told him, and he said, oh, well, I actually have an emergency number that I called earlier today for the hotel for a different reason. So maybe you can call that. So he gave us that number. We called the number. Somebody picked up. And he gave us the codes, luckily, to our rooms. But it was so weird. Like, I don't know why they didn't mention, like, that the reception was closed. You know? Like, it didn't make sense to me. But yeah, so many stories like that. So many memories. Yeah, thank goodness. I mean, if that guy wasn't there, we wouldn't have gotten our room. We would have just been stuck out there. Would have slept in the car or something. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what we would have done. Another fun thing that happened was, this was actually kind of stupid on our behalf, but we were like at an apartment, and the apartment had like a, wait, what do you call it? I'm blanking on the word. It's like the things that you use the chimneys for, you know, to make a fire. A fireplace, just a fireplace, that's it. It had like its own fireplace. So we thought, hey, you know, let's make a fire. That's fun, that's cozy. Let's do that. So we made a fire. Everything well. It's burning okay. Nothing to worry about. But we forgot one pretty important thing. Can you guess what it is? You're never gonna guess what it is. No, it wasn't to open it. We did think about that. And it was clean. That wasn't the issue. So what we forgot. You know, to turn on the fire, there were two lighters, like one of those big ones that you like, that like stick out, you know, and like you turn on the fire with. We used those, or one of those, to light the fire, and then we left them on top of the fireplace. You know, like it has like a little like plank, I want to say, above it. So we put them on there, not realizing how hot that plank would actually get. So I think it might have been about an hour after the fire was on. Took a while. Out of nowhere, and we were sitting pretty close, mind you. Out of nowhere, one of the lighters exploded. Like kaboom. Like, not like in as it cracks open, it like completely exploded. Because lighter fluid, if it gets too hot, it'll explode. So out of nowhere, it was just an insane explosion. And we didn't even realize what it was at first. We were just like, what just happened? And we saw something like fly across the room, but didn't realize what it was. So we went to check. And of course we found pieces of the lighter. But luckily it didn't hit any of us. Because that could have been very bad. There was a lot of glass involved too, because, you know, like the lighters are partially made of glass. So yeah, that was pretty scary. But that wasn't the end of it, because there wasn't one lighter, there were two lighters. Once we found the first lighter, we immediately went to pick up the second lighter, because we were like, hey, you know, that might explode too, and it might not be that good this time. So, one of my friends picked up the lighter and like threw it away, like got it away from the fire, threw it on the ground, I think. And at first it was fine. We were like, okay, that's it. Danger's over. Nothing more to worry about. About 20 seconds later, it wasn't even anywhere near the fire, but I guess it was still very hot. Because the second lighter exploded. Can you believe it? Again, no major injuries, but this time the second lighter did actually hit, or part of it did actually hit the ass of one of my friends. Which was interesting. Again, no major injuries, but that was an experience. And then we had to tell the owner of the apartment that we exploded both of their lighters. Yep, that was something. Well, yeah, that's just the stuff that happens when you go on a holiday like that. You run into special things, special people, special places, special stories. But hey, I guess that's what makes it fun, right? As long as you don't die. But anyway, that was my trip. Did you guys do anything interesting? Anything special last couple of weeks? Anything unique? You did that once when warming up a wood-burning sauna. Although it was just a normal-sized lighter. Began to wonder where the heck did I lose it. Looking through the area for a minute or two and then puff. Apparently I had tossed it in the fireplace. Nice. Only casualty was the lighter. Good. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, well, we didn't quite toss it into the fireplace, but I almost feel like that would have been better, because it just wouldn't explode everywhere. You went to a comic convention? That's nice. See anything interesting there? Bought anything? I don't think I've ever been to a comic convention, really. But I do want to go to one. I have been to Gamescom in the past, but that's more like games. That's not like comics. You got some posters and a mouse pad of a character you like. Nice. It's not one of those boob mouse pads, is it? You got to dress up? I mean, that's always fun. I mean, I don't think I've ever really cosplayed myself, but I always love seeing other people do it. It's so fun to see. Is absolutely one of the boot mouse pads. I'm disappointed. I mean, those are the most comfortable. That's why you got them, right? It really is? Okay, good. 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 Should I have been a buttock mouse pad? I mean, I did. Yes. Wait, it was a male character? What? So is it like a six-pack? Or is it more like man boobs? Oh, the pecs. Yeah, of course. Good. But is there then only two, like, humps? Or is it like 6? How does that work? I don't think I've ever seen that. Just 2? Huh. Wow. Interesting. I think you gotta send me a picture sometime of it. I mean, just for research, of course. That's all. Gotta do research. Always. Did I try any new food on my trip? Yeah, I absolutely did. Let me think. Well, besides the liquor that I got, which is like pear flavored. I've never had that before, but I think it's pretty cool. I've not tried it yet. But my favorite food that I tried, it must have been reindeer. In Norway, I ate reindeer twice. I know, it's almost like cannibalism, but it's not quite, so it's okay. It's okay. I eat meat sometimes. But yeah, reindeer is like incredibly tasty. It's not my cousin. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I've not tried moose. I did want to, but it's like I didn't see it anywhere at the restaurants I was at. I mean, all deer are my cousin technically, but like it's fine. I mean, he was already in the restaurants. Like, it wouldn't have mattered either way. You're scared to try food like that? Well, I am. I'm sometimes hesitant with trying different foods, but it depends on what it is, I think. You know? It's like, if it's something completely unknown to me, I'm probably a little bit more scared. If it's like a different thing that's not related to anything I've ever eaten. I think with meats it's usually fine, but like it's more like with like random stuff like vegetables, random vegetables or stuff like that. You don't like lamb, so you're afraid you won't like it. I feel bad if it tastes gamey. It's not really like that in my mind. It's I don't know. It's not really quite like anything. But if anything, I'd say it's probably the most related to beef. It's more beef than like chicken, let's say. And honestly, I don't really like lamb either. It's just it's something about it. Poor Rudolph. You're right. You're right. It's fine, it's fine. He was already on the plate. Somebody was gonna eat him. If it wasn't me, it was gonna be somebody else. Or that's what I tell myself. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. But anyway, enough about the trip. And enough about me eating meat that is somewhat related to me. Like that let's change topic. Let's change topic because there were some other things I wanted to talk about. Because in the last couple of weeks I have been thinking about everything, about life, about the world, about streaming and everything that I'm doing. Because, well, I've talked about this before, kind of, but not fully, I think. I have been, I don't know how to say this, like, I've been struggling with what to do, really, recently. Both with streaming, but also just in life in general. I'm kind of like trying to figure out a way to like make my life work in a way that I like it, but I just don't know. I just don't really know how at the moment, you know? Like it's maybe it's weird to say, but it's like I feel like there's a distance between how I feel about things and how the world sees things. You know, I feel distance from things I see online and things that are happening in the world. And I feel like it's getting more and more, you know? Like a couple of years ago, I don't know, it's not like it wasn't there, but it wasn't as bad, let's say. I feel like people are just less considerate these days and like feel like they have to fight everything and everyone about anything. And I just miss the connection, I want to say, you know? to things and to people and to... Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I hope you guys kind of understand what I'm trying to say. But like, I can ignore what I see online, sure. Like that sort of thing, that's fine. I can deal with that, but it's more like, what do I want to do in all that, you know? Like, how do I want to act and be, you know? Yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot worse since COVID, I do agree. People have gotten more afraid, more angry, more... I don't know, just different, you know? Like, what timeline are we in? Like, I don't know, it's just weird, but I feel like I have to find my own way through it, but I just, at the moment, I don't really know how. I'm just trying to work through it. I'm trying to, like, find my own path, find the right people, do the right things, but it also feels like it's not really working, you know, because even with streaming, I feel like I'm not doing the right things. And I want to do more. I want to do more positive things. I want to do more fun things. But it's tough. And it's just making me wonder, where do I want to go? I don't know. Yeah, thanks, Sarah. I know you gotta push forward, and I know it sometimes feels like there isn't a path when there probably is one somewhere. You're alright, it's okay not to know sometimes. You're alright. But it doesn't mean you're not trying to, like, find your way, you know? And especially recently, it's like, as I said, like, I've just been trying to find my own path, and, like, I think I've even been maybe depressed, I want to say, because there are a lot of times where I just don't know what to do. I don't have the energy for it. Like, I don't want to get out of bed, but I also don't want to, like, even streaming sometimes just feels like a lot of energy. Feels like it takes a lot of energy, and it's fun, but it's also difficult, you know? And I always want to be honest in life. I feel like, if anything, that's my motto in life. Just be honest, be yourself, and be open. And that's why I want to talk about this sort of things, because I feel like it matters. And I feel like I owe it to everybody to just talk about what's going on in life, you know? Even if it's not the happiest thing ever, it's good to talk about. Yeah, you feel that too, Saren? I mean, I think a lot of people secretly feel like that, but they don't always know how to show it or talk about it. Yeah, thanks, Aaron. I'll try my best. I hope you do the same. I wish you all the best. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna just try to see what happens, figure it out. You know, if that means sometimes missing a stream, so be it. If that means streaming more, so be it. I don't know. If that means trying different things, sure. I want to do different things because, you know, clearly what I'm currently doing isn't really working because overall, like, viewership is just slowing down too. Especially, like, on Twitch, it's not even, like, on Twitch it's always been pretty stable, just not that much, which is fine. It's not about the numbers, but it's just, on YouTube I've noticed that, especially when I post, like, videos and stuff, like, it's not really working. So I feel like I want to change it up. I should change it up. But I don't know how yet. I don't know what. I don't know what will change. I don't know what will be different. And that's the thing, like, it doesn't matter like how many people watch you or anything, but like that's not what it's about. But it's about, I want to create that community experience. You know, I want to create that image that I have that I don't see in the world that much anymore. But it's tough because when you do things or when you try things, like, it doesn't always get a lot of feedback, and then you get to wonder, like, hey, what am I doing wrong? What should I do differently? What is happening? But like, it's not always that easy. It's not always that simple. Yeah, maybe TikTok would help. But then again, like, I kind of run into the same problem of, like, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to reach people. I don't use TikTok, so, like, I don't even really know how the platform works. And I'm not a huge, like, clipper, let's say. And maybe that would help to get a little bit more reach. I don't know. But I always feel like the right people have to find you, like, in a natural way almost, you know? Like, it doesn't really work, I feel like, if you just push it to people who probably don't really care anyway. And I always feel like it's probably worse on platforms like, I don't know, TikTok, like Instagram. Maybe I'm wrong, but, like, I feel like the attention span is just very low there, and people just want that quick dopamine rush, you know? Nothing more than that. And that's not what I want, you know? Like, I want this. I want to just talk. I want to just have fun with people, you know? Like, chill. Slow down instead of get faster, you know? Yeah, the fast-paced media consumption, it's... I mean, I see it. I see it in the younger generation too, you know? Like, I've worked at schools before, and I've seen the kids that are like 10 to 15 these days. Like, they can't focus on anything. They watch their reels or TikToks or whatever on 2x speed because it's not fast enough. And I'm just like, what's going on? You know, when I was young, I used to watch 3-hour movies or read a book. And it took hours. It wasn't consumed in like 20 seconds or less. And I don't want to be that old grumpy man that's like, hey, the world used to be a better place, you know, back in my day. No. It's just what I see. It's just what I experience. Maybe this deer is getting old, but hey, doesn't mean I can't say what I think, right? Yeah, I don't even know what it will mean for future generations, how they will grow up, what their life will be like. But yeah, it's just stuff I've been thinking about. I don't know, like maybe there might come a time where I'm just like, hey, I'm done with streaming. I'm done. I'll give up. You know, like it may happen. It's okay. It's life. You can make your own choices. I mean, I've been doing this for a year and a half now. It's not like I've started yesterday. And hey, if I feel like it's not what I need or what's working out, then so be it. But I don't think I'm at that point yet. I still want to try and I want to do more. Even if it means having fun and nothing more. Yeah, you can't always plan life as much as we want. It is how it is. But hey, Saren, I do want to do that collab one day. That is something that I do want to do. Like, I've never done it before since I started streaming. But it's stuff like that. Maybe, you know, maybe that's what I need. Maybe I just need to have more fun with it. You know, not worry about what it is. You know, not worry about how to do it properly or anything. Just have fun. Yeah, let's do it. If you'll add me on Discord, that's probably the easiest. It's the same as my Twitch name. It's just Daniel Deerest. One word, I think. But yeah, you know, it's stuff like that. It's just experiment, just try, just do whatever. I mean, if you have anything in mind, what you want to do, anything we can play or whatever, let me know. I'm up for a lot of things. You know, the other thing about it is I also want to stop trying, or trying at least, to stop caring about what other people think. You know, it doesn't matter. I don't need to please everybody. Just need to do what I want to do. You know? If that scares people off, so be it. You know, they might not be the right people. You know, on that subject, actually, I've been thinking about like playing some different type of games on the channel, but like I saw recently, like way in the past, I played a game called Honeypop. Like way long ago, I played that on my own when I was like, I don't know, young. And I saw that game and I was like, you know what? How funny would that be to play on stream? And I know Twitch doesn't allow that game, it's banned on Twitch. But I also stream on YouTube. I could do a YouTube only stream. What does it matter? You know, I don't always need to multi-stream. It's not a requirement. Maybe I should do a YouTube only series of that game. Nobody will watch it, but that's okay. It's just for fun. You know, stuff like that. Just do whatever, you know? Doesn't matter. You remember seeing Markiplier play that game ages ago? I think I saw that too. Back in the day. It's just funny, you know, like I think those types of games are just funny. And hey, what more do you need in life? And just some smiles and laughs. Just to take your minds off the daily struggles. We got plenty of those. Oh, that reminds me. Thinking of YouTube. Actually, once when I was on holiday, I got a message, like not an actual message, but like an automated message from YouTube, saying I lost access to the advanced features. And I was like, what? What does that even mean? So I looked it up, and like apparently the advanced features makes it makes you able to like pin comments and post links to external websites. Not anything major, I don't think, but like some features that I actually do use occasionally. And also I think longer live streams, I think if you go over a couple hours or something, like YouTube limits that. And apparently I lost access to it. And let me actually see what they said, because to me it didn't make any sort of sense. Let me see. Alright, here it is. It said, to help keep our community safe, we limit some of our more powerful features to channels who have built and maintained a positive channel history. As of now, your channel doesn't have sufficient channel history. I upload, like, often. I even uploaded a video while I was away. I thought it was because I was gone at first too, but apparently channel history is about like the last 3 months. And I've been live streaming and I've been uploading in those 3 months. So I was like, what does that even mean? And apparently nowhere it's explained what channel history actually means. It's an unknown term that YouTube uses. Nobody knows what it means exactly, but apparently it does that. So it also said you lost access to advanced features. This may have happened because your channel did not follow our community guidelines. I looked into it. I did not break any guidelines. I did not receive any strikes or any warnings or anything. Nothing to indicate anything I did wrong, really. So yeah, that's just gone for now. And then it said to restore access, you can build positive channel history by following our community guidelines. Okay, sure, I already did that. Or you can provide ID verification for quicker access. Oh, I know YouTube. I can't do a thing to support because to have support, you need to have 1,000 subscribers. And I don't have 1,000 subscribers, so I don't have access to support. Which is another weird thing, but whatever. So basically, what it now wants me to do is send my ID with all my ID with all my information, and also a video of my face, so they can store that and do whatever they want with that, which I don't want to do because information about me has leaked in the past. I don't want it happening again. So I don't really want to do that. And the other option is to build a positive channel history, but I don't know what that means. Like, I have been doing that. I have had access to these features, and now they're gone. So I think I'm just going to accept that they're gone and hope that they come back. But yeah, it's stuff like that, man, that just makes it more difficult. It makes you wonder, like, what do you even want to do? Like, what am I doing wrong? I'm just existing, nothing more. Oh, another thing that happened in the same area is like, I use copyright-free music for my intro and outro and stuff like that. It explicitly says that that's copyright-free. Recently, all my live streams have been getting, well, not recently, but like a couple months ago, since a couple months, all my live streams have been getting content ID claims because all of a sudden, the non-copyrighted music is getting claimed. So now I'd have to go back and remove all of it, or just accept that I won't ever make money off of those videos, but I wasn't doing that anyway, so like, I don't really care. Yep. It is ridiculous. And yeah, the ID thing too, like, you see it more and more everywhere. I'm sorry, but I don't want to upload my ID to YouTube, to social media, to whatever. Time to make our own songs? Yes. Yes. That is a good idea. I mean, I'm not good at mixing stuff. I don't know if you are, but might have to find somebody for that. But I like your thinking. Although I'm sure somehow somebody will find a way to claim our own songs, right? It's just bound to happen. Didn't that happen to a famous YouTuber not that long ago? That his own songs got copyright claimed? I don't even know at this point anymore. Yep. And see, that's what I mean. Like, that stuff like that didn't used to happen. The internet used to be a free place. Where anything could be done. Where anything could be said. And that everybody was fine. Alright, it's enough ranting. I'm done with ranting. It is how it is. Let's just hope things get better. Let's do our best to make it better. Because every bit helps, you know? Everything you put out there, anything good. At least I like to think it helps. Maybe even if it doesn't help, I like even the thought of it. It helps. But anyway, I wasn't really planning on doing anything else today. I don't think I'm gonna play any games. Just not really feeling it today. Just wanted to do this. Just hang out, you know? That's all we needed. And even if that means a shorter stream, hey, that's okay. And hey, if any of you do have ideas, if you're watching this live or if you're watching this back later, it doesn't matter. You have ideas of what you want to see me do, let me know. I've not been keeping up with games either recently, so I don't know what's out there. I don't know what's new. I don't know what's cool. Or maybe something completely different. Maybe we'll talk more about trips. Yeah. Maybe I'll tell about other trips I've done another time, you know? I've done a few. Maybe we can combine it with some other cool stuff. Planning future trips. I don't know. Maybe I can think of something else. Hello, Celestia. How are you doing? Oh, that could be fun, right? I think that could be fun. Maybe I can help other people plan trips. Who knows? Who knows? Hello, Sandwich. Hope you're doing well. You're doing good? That's great. I'm doing okay. I'm managing. Feeling better now, actually. Feeling a little down before, but I'm okay at this moment. I do wonder if there's new games out, actually. It's really in the last 2 weeks. Something came out that's cool. What's my favorite genre of games? Ooh. That's a pretty tough one to answer, honestly. I like so many different types of games. I think games are such a cool way of expression, you know? Can really feel like what a developer was planning with it, especially with indie games. Favorite genre? I probably say story, if that counts as a genre. Like interactive stories, I'm always a huge fan of. But I also like horror a lot. I play a lot of horror games. Although I would never play them on my own. It's like, I really love to play horror games like on stream. But yeah, anything really. So much. I love wacky games, you know, just the weirdest games. You have a hard time playing single player horror games? I can imagine. Like, again, like, on my own, I don't think I would like it as much. But the thing about horror games is that they're usually so unique. They have such a cool story quite often. You know, like Resident Evil, for example. It's a great example of, it's such a good game. Yes, it's a horror game, but it's just such a good game. And I'm happy, like, if anything with these streams, if there's one good thing to come from them, it's that I get to play so many different types of games that I otherwise would never play. And you get to experience so many cool things because of it. You saw a funny demo before called Project Doors. I think I heard something about that. Let me look it up. Where did I see that?
They found.
Oops. Huh. I don't know if I've seen this. Maybe. It does sound familiar though. Huh. But yeah, just random stuff like that, you know? I mean, I also love racing games. But that's just because I'm a car guy. Has this new Subnautica update been released yet? I don't think so. Hoping one comes out soon. It was a lot of fun to play Subnautica 2. So anything you guys have been playing recently? Anything new you're addicted to? Oh, you've been playing a lot of Pal Worlds. Right. Has that game not been released recently? Like fully, like the 1.0. Cool. I mean, I've never played Pal World, but I've always thought it looked pretty cool. How is it? It's been pretty fun, honestly. Nice. I mean, it seems like a game that would be pretty grindy. But not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it's like Zelda and Pokemon had a baby and the baby hates Nintendo. That's a good way to put it, I think. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say something very controversial now. I have never in my life played either a Pokemon or a Zelda game. I know, don't roast me. I've just never played it. I don't know why. It's not that I've never had Nintendo consoles, because I had a Wii. I never had a Switch. But still, I don't know, I never got around to it. It's not even that it's not my type of thing, but it's just like, I don't know. I never played them. I guess that's fair, Saren. Thank you for being nice. You only played like 1 or 2 games? Well, yeah, fair enough. But still, like, it feels like one of those things like you almost have to play, you almost have to try. And I'm sure I would like them. Especially Zelda. I don't know, Pokemon, like, would I like playing Pokemon? Maybe eventually. But I think I would like Zelda a lot. It's just never something that I, like, got into, you know? And it's also like, I'm not gonna buy a whole console just to play a single game. Although I say that, I am definitely gonna buy a PlayStation to be able to play GTA 6. But that, I mean, GTA is a different story, let's be honest. Like, that's just... That game is so big, like, you kinda have to play it. I like the new Zelda because it's not as frustrating as the older ones. Huh. Well, that's good. I don't know if it's frustrating because it's hard or because of puzzles. But frustrating because of puzzles I definitely get, because I'm so bad at puzzles. And sometimes I just get stuck. You know, like I've been... Last stream I played Welcome to the Game 3. Which is such a difficult game. Also puzzle-wise. And I just... It's not that I don't enjoy the game, but it's just like it's so hard for me to do that I'm just... Like, I feel like I can't do it. It's just too difficult. You'll have to watch me play it because you're not wanting to pay a lot of money if it's not fun. That's fair. I get that. But I'm sure it's gonna be good. Like, it's been so overhyped, yes, but it's like, surely, a game with that kind of budget, it's gotta be good. I'm not even necessarily the biggest GTA fan, but it's just such a specific experience that you like almost have to try, you know? Puzzles because you're dumb sometimes? Yeah, well, that's me all the time. Like, I'm not even dumb, honestly, but when it comes to puzzles, I'm just like 0 IQ. I don't know what I'm doing. Even the simplest puzzles, I'm like, I don't know. I don't see it. I'm looking at the screen, but I'm not watching. You know? new horror game that came out is called Photonomaly or something like that, and it was actually pretty good. Let me look this up. I don't think I've heard of this. Photonomaly. No, it's not anomaly, it's Photomaly. Photomaly. What a weird name. PSX styled horror game where you manage a photo studio. Huh. English hard, yes, it is. Although honestly, I'm not even better at my native language. Dutch, also very hard. Seems pretty cool. Although I don't usually like PlayStation 1 style horror games. Does seem kind of cool. It's funny, normally I have games like on my wish list all the time, like many games, so I kind of know like what's coming out soon. But there's not much at the moment. There's only like 2 games on my wish list, and they both don't even have a release date. I did buy Planet Zoo recently when it was on sale. I was thinking of streaming that. I don't know if it's fun to watch, but it could be fun to play. In the past I did used to play a lot of those types of like park management games. There's been a drought in quality games recently. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that is true. I mean, there's been a couple good ones, but not that many good indie games, I feel like. Yeah, there's a lot of copies out there. I mean, I see a lot of co-op games recently that are all like fairly similar, but I mean, good for you, I guess, if you play games together all the time. But as someone who usually plays games alone, I'm just like, I can't play that. Maybe, yeah, a lot of the times you could probably play with randoms, but I feel like that's just gonna go so wrong if you're just gonna play with random online people. A game where you're supposed to, like, work together. It's just a recipe for disaster, honestly. That Steam personal calendar, by the way, that you just mentioned, that's a new thing, right? I don't think I've seen that before. I'm looking at it now myself. That's pretty... I mean, I don't know how well it works, but it's kind of nice, actually, to have, because I'm always looking for, like, what's releasing. And now it just tells me each day what's releasing, especially games that are, like, similar to stuff that I like. I think that's could be a good addition if it works well. Immediately see some games that could be interesting, so maybe it will work. Huh. Okay.
I want to see how much...
Oh, oops. What is this? Alright, some interesting games that I'll look at later. Alright, well anyway. I think that's enough for today. We could keep yapping, but at some point you gotta stop the yapping. Before it gets too much. So, that will be it for today. We'll be back Friday, as always, I think. I don't know what we'll be doing yet, but as I said, like, I'm just gonna go with my gut. We will see. I do know that I won't be streaming this Sunday, so just a heads up. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for joining today's stream. I'll talk to you later, Saren, on Discord probably. We'll work something out, hopefully. And yeah, I wish you all the best. And hopefully see you again next time. Have a good day, evening, night, whatever it may be. And that's all. Alright. Bye guys. See you later. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.